Hello, 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 hello. Let's see. Hello, everyone. Cool. Cool. So today we're gonna look at another home on market here in Orlando, and this zip code 32825. I want to take a look at this zip code because 32825 is actually one of the hottest zip code in Orlando for any people who want to purchase or want to sell. 32825 is one of the hottest zip code right now in Orlando in the last like 1 to 2 years. As many people moving down, they tend to move down to 32825. So you can see the price is still quite affordable. So let's take a look at this properties, how, what to look out for, what to, um, and the steps for you to do to figure out, how much money the property should make and figure out if this is a good deal or not. So this property located in Orlando, Florida. Like I said, 32825. It's a three-bedroom, two bath with 12, wow, 1, 2, 3, 4 square foot. Nice. Is being listed in the market at $355,000. So take a look at the home first. So there's a trade per month. That's not too bad. It is a 3-2. Let's read roof in 2016. That is good. AC 2021. That is good. Water heater 2023. So mostly AC and roof and water heater is new. So that's good. This restaurant modern is free as update 2019 and replumbed 2000. So everything, all the bones are good. That's all I need to care about. Cool. So first thing first, let's go through the our checklist. So first thing first, let's look at the location. So is this a good location? Is this in the flood zone? What other amenity are there in this that close by to this property, and see if the location is good. So first thing first, like I want to do is I would like to walk the neighborhood and see what's how the neighborhoods feel, stuff like that. So if you are not local to any properties, one thing you only do is Google Street View. Just go on Google Map, look up the address of the properties. Let me try to zoom in so everyone can see. Um, Look up the address of the properties, and this little guy in the bottom right corner. Just drag and drop, and you can basically see what's the neighborhood feeling. How's the neighborhood look? How's the houses around it look? The neighbor houses look really nice. So what you want to do is what you want to look out for is any sign of abandonment. So sign things like abandoned car that's parking on the street that's there for forever. Boarded up windows. Mostly those are sign of abandonment or crime, or and also overgrown front yard. So look at this neighborhood. This look like a really nice, well-maintained neighborhood, just like I expect. Very nice. Nothing very quiet too. Nothing much to see. Just like a normal like Orlando suburban cul-de-sac area. Cool. So the neighborhood alone look good. Quite quiet. A lot of people living in here. So that's good. So, and one thing I like too is it's in almost like kind of like a corner, so it's gonna be quiet away from everything. Another thing I want to look out for is I want to take a look at any crime score of the location. So how I do that is from the website called TopHap, TOPHAP.com. So once you go here, you can scroll down to the Analytics Studio. You can basically try it out, click try, copy the address, and you can enter the address from here and take a look at this property. Cool. Once you're here, you can scroll down to a section called neighborhood. So what I like to do to see here is what called crime index score. So national average is about 100. I tend to buy any properties that is any places that less than 125. Any property that's more than 125, I consider that would be a pass. That's basically a red flag. This neighborhood, 68, that means it is super safe, it's really good. Another thing I also want to look out for is the school. So look like this area have really good schools, so that means that you're gonna charge a lot of good renter that is basically a family for their kids to go to good school. So the location checkout really good. Cool. Now crime score checkout, neighborhood checkout. Let's take a look at the amenity nearby. See, so this property is right here, located right next to a huge shopping center right here. Huge shopping center. Oh, also nearby Lockheed Martin too. So that is also good. That's a huge, one of the big major employers. So we can also rent it out for a young professional that basically working at, Lockheed Martin. Or, and let's take a look at other amenities. So there is University Park. There's a Target right there, Home Depot, Chick-fil-A food. Yeah, this is a really good location. So cool. And one thing you want to look out for is in Florida, there's a thing called flood zones. So once you buy a property in the flood area, if you would to finance it, the lender will require you to purchase flood insurance on top of your homeowner insurance. And that is super costly here in Florida. So, but all you have to make sure is the property that you're buying is outside of a flood zone. How will you be able to go check if your property is in a flood zone or not? So, first we get the address, and second we want to look out for the FEMA flood map. All you have to do is basically Google FEMA flood map, search by address, enter the address in here, and we want to take a look at if it's in the flood zone or not. So anything that is non-color coded, like you see right here, is good. So right here, you can see that there's a lake right here. That is anything that's in a lake that's obviously considered a flood zone. We are not in a flood zone, so that is good to know. Cool. So now we are good with the location. So that's one thing we check out: amenity, flood zone, location, neighborhood, crime score. So that's location checked out. Now let's take a look at the property itself. How's the conditions like? Do we need to change anything? Do we need to repaint stuff? And how does it look? So before we always said that roof is already good, AC, water heaters, house replumbed 2022. So all the bones are good. Let's take a look at the anything that we need to change cosmetic wise. So, I mean, they're not too bad. There's the screen. That's good. Tile. Look at the kitchen. Kitchen looking good, actually. We don't have to change anything. It look updated, look really bright. It look really nice with the quartz countertop. That's pretty good. That's not too bad. The bedroom. The bedroom is flooring is wood flooring. That's good. It's not carpet. That's exactly what we wanted. Let's take a look at the bathroom. The bathroom look okay, just no more wear and tear. We could update it, but we actually don't need to. So, oh, there's a pool in the back. Okay. So one thing about with rental that included a pool is once anything, all the tenants, if they would fall and hurt themselves here, you are liable for that. What you could do, however, is drill all the kind of like a hole a lot like around the pool and put one of those like screen fence around the pool to prevent anything that's like that would fall And you would put a clause within the rental is, anything you're not liable for, you being hurt within the pool, or if the tenants hurt anything, they're busy anything with the pool. So that's not too bad. And so you have to account it for, if you have a pool, there is maintenance you have to do. Um, Generally, I would just acquire for maybe two to $300 per month for somebody to come here and just kind of just take a look at the new maintenance on the pool monthly. But yeah, so far that's pretty much it. I think this house is turnkey. All you have to do is really just do the pool, which is super cheap, maybe $1,000, three like max. Cool. I don't think we have to do anything with the home. All right, that's good. Now let's look at the number and see if this home makes sense as a rental. So let's prepare our spreadsheet. Let's prepare our first spreadsheet. Everything look good. Cool. 20%. Let's start with 20%. Cool. Now let's go into we prepare the spreadsheet. So we like we said, we don't need to do anything for the home except for just doing the pool stuff, which is not that bad. It's not that expensive. We don't have to do anything. Others, we don't have to do anything. Here, I'm just gonna put right here $2,000 just for account for it. It's actually about the same price as staging, so that's fine. So technically, we only have to go in with 3,500s and save about 20% just for a cushion. That's to be about $4,000 out of pocket just for rehab. But we want to do that for anything with the pool. So basically protect ourselves to any future lawsuit in the future. Let me try and zoom in so everyone can see. Perfect. Right there. Cool. Now let's run on the number. So the home is listed for $355. So 355, 100,000. And let's go grab all the costs that we have for the home. So let's say HOA, insurance, and property taxes. So if you go to any website for Zillow, Realtor.com, Redfin.com, for any market or listing that is on the market, you can always just scroll down into later on the listing. They should have a monthly payment calculator, or the estimate monthly cost. In there, they should have property tax, home insurance, and HOA fee accounted for you monthly. All you have to do is really just take these numbers and plug it into your calculators. So property tax is $243. And let's go down here. Property tax $243. Property insurance is $124. But I like to add 20% on top of that, because why? Landlord insurance is a little bit more expensive than homeowner insurance. Cool. HOA, that is $41 per month. Cool. So we have all our costs. We have, if we buy this home at this listing, 355 with a 20% down payment, loan at 7% right here, this side, and closing costs around 2.5%, the about $4,000 to screen up the pool, and with this property tax monthly cost $243, property monthly insurance $150, $148, and $41 HOA. So I wanted to basically put in property management. So generally take about 10% per month for anyone to manage it. I like to account for also, I like to put this 1% more than you usually put, just to account for the tenant placement fees. So what people usually do is they like to charge the first month of rent as a fee to find the tenants. I like to just add 1% on top of the money, so account for that fee. Vacancy 8%, and I like to basically save 10% of that into a war chest for a future um, deal. Cool. So now we figured out our cost. Now let's figure out how much we could rent this home for. For us to do that, one thing I like to do is look for an online rent estimator. So one I like to use is called affordablehousing.com. So once you go here, affordablehousing.com, in the tab corner, there's owner tab and then the market rent estimator. Once you go here, you enter the address right here and enter how many bedrooms there are for this home. There's 3 bedroom for this home, and it would basically you want to take a look at the rightmost column. So it's basically look for all similar rental property that's similar to you guys, have 3 bedroom close to you, and it will spit out basically the market rent for the property. So this is what I would like to use. So 200 and 255. So it is a 3 bedroom, 2255. Cool. Now 2255. Now, if you want to do what's called Section 8, so Section 8 mean basically the government is helping pay part or majority of the tenant's rent. So every month you get a guaranteed check from the government. You don't have to worry about anything that's late rent, stuff like that, because it's literally from the government. I like it a lot. So the way you figure out how much the government is willing to pay for it, or the maximum government, any housing authority paying for it, is to just look up HUD FMR. So HUD FMR. Go to small area market rent. Look up FR24. This is in Florida, and this is Orange County. And it will show you by the zip code how much maximum rent you can charge per bedroom. So out is 32825 right here, and we have 3 bedroom. So with 3 bed, 1, 2, 3, 2480. Yep, 2480 is our max. So I'll put it here. Let's put 3 bedroom, 32825. 2480. Well, it's already 2480. And then what is the 4 bedroom? 292 and 299. 290. Cool. So now we got the market rent and the HUD FMR. So the number that you want to use to underwrite your deal should be your market rent. You cannot use HUD FMR, even though it's higher. So one other thing that HUDs do is that even though your home right here, HUD is willing to pay more than the market rent, they won't. So the reason why is they say that you cannot overcharge a tenant just because they are a voucher holder. So they would do what called like a fair market study test, and you would study to figure out what is the market rent and that much how much that they're willing to pay for. So this is the market rent. This is basically the number you want to use for underwriting your deal. So let's plug in and see how much money we can make. 2255. 2255. So if we would buy the property at its 355 market price as listed, 20% down, we would be losing about $700 per month at that. But what if I can add a bedroom, which will increase my rent per month? So for me to do that, we want to have the room home at least 1,500 square foot big, so that there's room for us to add another bedroom in. So if we add another bedroom in, the rent obviously increased to from 2,550 to what if it's 4 bedroom to 24. So basically another $250 So let's see if we can do that or not. Yeah, this is too small to add for us to add another bedroom in. So that is rule out. We cannot do that. Okay. What if you do a higher down payment of 40%? Okay. We close to making money. Let's see. What if we do a higher down payment, 50%, 55%? Okay, at 55% down, at this home, we are getting our money. Basically, we're breaking even. So let's write down. So 25 cash flow per month. So basically, you basically break even, and purchase price 355. We have about 4 can, and we had to do basically a 55% down. That's our condition. Cool. Now, what if 0.61% cash and cash return? Okay. What if we do, instead of doing 55% down, I'll just buy this property for 300,000. 300,000, we still not making money. Okay. What if we up a down payment to 40%? Oh, 45%. Okay. We break even. So 2255, break even. 0.58, 300. We have 4,000 still. And we are doing 45% down. Cool. So what if we do 325? Actually, let's do 300 back. But I want to do 20% down. But instead of hiring somebody to manage my property for me, I do self-manage. How'd that go? So I'm still losing $180. But what if I change it to 30% down? Boom. I'm making even. So do 255. Break even, basically. 0.23, $300, 4,000. That is 30% down. Ugh. Down. And self-manage. Do that. Cool. Now, what if we do the price that they asked for? So 355. And I do self-manage right here. I barely break it, barely losing money. What if I do 40%? Oh, 45%. I make some money. Cool. So this is more realistic, I think. This is more realistic if you're gonna get that seller to accept the offer. So break even, basically, this is 0.081, 350, 4,000. We are at 45% down and self-manage. Cool. So for this property, for me to make money or break even, this is the scenario that I have to run with. So if I would basically put an offer in, if I want to have a property manager that do it for me, would have to put a 55% down payment on these properties. Or if I want to do less, basically less percent down, so percent down, I would have to do at least $300,000 at 45% down, or $300,000 at 30% down. But I have to self-manage. So, and then the last scenario is I would have to do asking price, 45% down, and self-manage. So it's about 10% less than down, less than the scenario that we just run. So that's how you basically run a number on this property and see if it makes sense enough for you. So you want to kind of like trick around with the number and see what you can work with, what works for you and what doesn't work. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Stop event.